Good morning, everybody. This is Apba Brian at Apba Baseball Classics, bringing to you game 36 of the King of the Hill tournament. Today we have the Yankee Clipper, Joe DiMaggio, and the 1936 Yankees at the 1935 Kings of the Hill, Pittsburgh Crawfords, featuring Josh Gibson and Satchel Paige. Okay, the Yankee lineup is Crosetti at shortstop, Rolf at third, DiMaggio center field, Gehrig at first base, Dickey's the catcher, Selkirk in right field, Lazzeri second base, Powell in left field, and Red Ruffing on the mound. For the Crawfords, Cole Papa Bell's in center field, Sam Bankhead in left, Pat Patterson's at second base, Josh Gibson's catching, Curtis Harris in right field, Judy Johnson at third base, Oscar Charleston first base, Chester Williams is the shortstop, and Satchel Paige is on the mound. This is Apba Baseball Classics, where yesterday's stars performed through cards and dice, classic games on our tabletops. I'm going to roll a half innings worth of dice. I'll read them in red, white, and blue order, and then purple, yellow, and green. Here is the first roll of the game. Crosetti gets a 5-1, and that is going to be a 9 against an 8 pitcher. And that 9 is a ground ball out to the shortstop, 1 away. Both teams on defense are fielding column 1. Brings up third baseman Red Wolf, who rolls a 2-5. That is an 8 against an 8 pitcher. That is popped up on the infield and caught by the third baseman, Judy Johnson. 2 away, brings up the Yankee Clipper, Joe DiMaggio. Yankee Clipper came from Pan American Airlines route known as the Yankee Clipper. Joe D is rolling a 1-3, and that's a 40. Foul ball for strike 1. Next roll is a 2-3, and that's a roller to second base, picked up by Patterson. The throw to Charleston, 3 up and 3 down for the Yanks. No score. The Crawford coming to bat. 0-0. Red Ruffing completes his warm-up tosses. He is a grade B Z modifier in control. Paige, I failed to mention, he's a grade A with X and ZZ control. 1-6 is a ground ball to shortstop, fielded by Crosetti. The throw to Gehrig at first. They've kept Cole Papa off the bases. Sam Bankhead's the batter. 6-1 roll is a 40. That's a foul ball. Strike 1. And 6-2 is the next roll. That's a ground ball to third base, Red Wolf. Long throw across, 2 outs. Here is Pat Patterson. His roll is a 5-1. And that's a fly out to the center fielder, Joe DiMaggio. Top of the second inning, no score. All right, once again, Satchel Paige is a grade A ZZ pitcher, 6'4" pitcher from Mobile, Alabama. How many great baseball players came from Mobile, Alabama? Start with Willie Mays, for one. Lou Gehrig steps into the box for the Yankees, top of the second, no score. His roll is a 6-2, that's a 22. Feeling column 2, that's a ground out to the first baseman, handled by Oscar Charleston. Flipping to Paige covering. Gehrig is retired. It brings up Bill Dickey, the catcher, 362 hitter in 1936. I think this was his best season ever. 2-4 is a fly ball to right field, put away by Curtis Harris, 2 down, and Twinkle Toes. Twinkle Toes Selkirk's the batter. 4-3 is a comebacker back to Paige. It's been 6 up and 6 down. Bottom of the second, no score. All right, the great Josh Gibson steps into the box for the Crawfords, and what a great start he is off to. Friday's game, he hit a triple, homer, and a double, 3 for 5 with 2 RBIs. He 6-6 roll for Josh Gibson. That's a drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here. A solo home run by Josh Gibson. Given up by Red Ruffing. And the Pittsburgh Crawfords jump out on top. 1-0. Popeye Harris rolls a 2-5. That's a base hit. Average speed at first base. That brings up Judy Johnson. His roll is a 3-4. Fly out to center field. 1 away. Now Oscar Charleston, who also homered in the first game of this project for the Crawford. He rolls a 5-2. And that's a ground out to third, I believe. Let's see. It's actually a double play. 5-4-3 double play, ending the inning. But the Crawfords break out on top. 1 run on 2 hits. Go to the top of the third. 1-0 Pittsburgh. They push him up. Tony Lazzari leads off the third for the Yankees, who are down by a run. Pitch from Satchel Paige. 6-5 roll is a pop-up to the catcher. 1 down. Josh Gibson on the play. Brings up outfielder Jake Powell. 5-4 is a fly ball to the right side. Curtis Harris chases it down by the line and makes the catch. 2 outs. Here's the pitcher, Red Ruffing. His roll is a 3-1. 9 against an A pitcher is going to be an out. Right out to shortstop. Probably going to jinx Satchel Paige doing this, but it's been 9 up and 9 down. 0-0 going to the bottom of the third inning. All right, Chet Williams leads off. And oh boy, time out. I threw a dice across the room. It could be a little dangerous in the studio. 6-4 is a fly ball to the left side. Caught by Jake Powell, 1 away. Here's the pitcher, Satchel Paige. Not a particularly good hitter. 2-1 is a swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 outs. And now the top of the order, Cool Papa Bell rolled out the shortstop his first time up. 1-4 is a fly out to left field. So a better inning for Red Ruffing. 3 up and 3 down, we go to the fourth. 1-0 Pittsburgh. All right, for the fourth, the Crow, Frank Corsetti leads off for New York. 6-2 is a 22, fielding column 1. It's a ground out to first base, who flips to the pitcher covering, 1 down. Red Wolf. 1-4 is a fly out to left. Sam Bankhead on the couch, and now the Yankee Clipper, Joe DiMaggio. 32 is a roller hit on the ground to second base. Pat Patterson throws to Oscar Charleston at first. It's been 12 up and 12 down. 1-0 Pittsburgh. All right, an all-around hustling player. Sam Bankhead leads off for the Crawfords. Very good defender. Outfield rated 3. Had some speed. 6-6 roll for Bankhead. That's going to be a hit column roll on 26. He's going to turn on the Jets and get the second base with a leadoff double. Crawfords have a man in scoring position. Pat Patterson comes to bat. His roll is a 1-1 roll. That's also a hit column roll. And 51 is a 2. Ball hit to deep center field. Gets over the head of DiMaggio. Bounces up against the wall. Bankhead scores. And Pat Patterson will settle at third base with a RBI triple. 2-0 Pittsburgh. Brings up Josh Gibson, whose role is a 1-4. That's a fly ball to left field. Fast runner will tag up and score. And Patterson is fast. Sacrifice fly to left for Josh Gibson. That's his second RBI on the day. It's 3-0 Pittsburgh. Curtis Popeye Harris. 1-2 roll. That's a ground ball to second base. Play made by Tony Lazzari. I've gone through 6 dice rolls. Here is the next roll for the next batter. 4-4 roll is a base hit for Judy Johnson. 3rd hit in the inning. Already 2 runs have scored. Here is Oscar Charleston. 2-4 roll is a fly out to center field that concludes the 4th. 2 runs on 3 hits. It's now 3-1 Pittsburgh. The Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig, leads off in the 5th inning for New York, now down by 3 runs. 4-4 roll for Gehrig is a leadoff double for Lou Gehrig. That is a first base hit off Satchel Paige. And the Yankees have a man in scoring position. Bill Dickey rolls a 1-6. Hit to the shortstop. Runner must hold as Chet Williams throws to Charleston to retire Dickey, 1 away. Here's Twinkle Toes. 52 is a ground ball to third base. Once again, the runner must hold. Leadoff double and then 2 unproductive outs. Here's Tony Lazzari. He rolls a 6-4, and that's a 36 wild pitch. Unusual for a wild pitch for the Satchel Paige. Next roll is a 2-3, and that's a fly out to left field. Yankees get their first hit, but they don't score. Bottom of the 5th, 3-0 Pittsburgh. Chet Williams leads off the last of the 5th. And his roll is a 3-2. That's going to be a ground out to Tony Lazzari at second base. 1 down. Here's Satchel Paige. He struck out his first time up. 6-2 is a strikeout his second time up. Cool Papa Bell rolls a 5-2, and that's a ground out to third. So 3 up and down, 3 down for the Pittsburgh Crawfords. Takes us to the 6th inning. Pittsburgh 3 and New York 0. Outfielder Jake Powell leads off for the Yankees in the 6th. He was almost a 300 here at 299 in 1936. His roll is a 4-4, and that's a base hit, second hit for the Yankees. Second time the Yankees have got their leadoff hitter on. Here is Red Ruffing, the pitcher. He's going to stay in the game and swing away. That's a 28. Ground out to shortstop. They go the short way to get Powell at second base. By fielder's choice, Red Ruffing's the runner at first. Frankie Cosetti rolls a 3-5. 39. Runner is caught stealing. The pitcher would not be stealing. I'm going to ignore that result. The next roll is a 4-4 roll. That is an 8 against an A pitcher. Ground out to the first baseman. Charleston flips to Paige covering. Base runner advances to second, so Ruffing the pitcher's at second base with 2 outs. Here is Red Wolf. And Wolf rolls a 1-2, which is a ground out to second base. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left. Bottom of the 6th inning, Pittsburgh Crawfords 3, Yankees nothing. Sam Bagkid comes up. He led off the 4th inning for the Crawfords with a double. 2-4 is a fly out to Jake Powell in left field. 1 away. Pat Patterson rolls a 4-3. That's a comebacker back to Red Ruffing. He throws to first. 2 gone. And now Josh Gibson rolls a 6-1. That's a 36 is going to be a ball. Ball 1. 1-4 is a fly out to left field. Easy inning for Red Ruffing. We go to the top of the 7th. Crawford's 3 and the Yankees nothing. This is a point of fatigue inning for my starting pitchers. 3 bad things happen to them. The pitching grade goes down 1 level, and Joe DiMaggio leads off for the Yankees. They've got some work to do. 6-4 is a 9 against an A pitcher. That's going to be an out. Ground out to shortstop. Yankee Clipper kicks the dirt beyond first base and returns to the dugout. Lou Gehrig rolls a 3-1. He pops it up on the infield. Taking charge is Judy Johnson near the mound and makes the catch. Gehrig pops out to third. Bill Dickey rolls a 3-5, and that is another pop out to third. Rinse and repeat. Bottom of the seventh inning, 3-0 Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh Crawfords became the Kings of the Hill by beating the Philadelphia Stars. Stars went 2-1, plus 10. In first place in this tournament is the 1932 New York Yankees, who went 4-1, plus 6 run differential. And the 1911 New York Giants are still figuring in. They're in second place, 3-1 with plus 14. Curtis Harris steps into the box to lead off the seventh inning for the Crawford. There's a pitch from Bud Ruffing. 6-5 roll as they pop up to the catcher. 1 out. Josh Gibson on the play for defense. Here is Judy Johnson. His roll is a 1-3, and it's a base on balls. That's the first walk given up by anybody in this game. See a lot of good control from the pitchers. We did see a wild pitch thrown by Page. 1 out, 1 on. Oscar Charleston is the batter. He rolls a 1-6. That's a ground ball to the shortstop. They get Lazzari out at second. The assist to Williams and to put out the Patterson fielder's choice. Oscar Charleston's the base runner at first with 2 outs. Chet Williams is the batter. He rolls a 6-2, and that's a comebacker back to the mound for the third out. Go to the top of the 8th inning. Pittsburgh Crawfords 3, and the New York Yankees nada. All right, for the 8th, the Yankees only have 6 outs to work with. And in the Yankee 8th, it's going to be Selkirk, Lazzari, and Powell facing Satchel Paige. 5-5 is a 8 against an A. That's going to be an out. Pop out to third base. 1 away. Tony Lazzari rolls a 6-3. That's a fly ball to center field. Cole Papa Bell in a hurry. Runs it down. 2 outs. Here is Jake Powell. His roll is a 1-2. That's a ground out to second base. Bottom of the 8th, 3-0 Pittsburgh. Crawford scored 1 on a solo home run by Josh Gibson in the second inning, and then they got a double, triple, sac fly to score 2 in the 4th inning by Bankhead, Patterson, and Gibson. Satchel Paige leads off the last of the 8th inning. 5-3 roll is a 21, and that's going to be a single, kind of an excuse-me swing down the right field line. It's going to be a base hit for Satchel Paige. Slow runner at first. We'll play it safe on the base pass. Cole Papa Bell rolls a 3-5. That is a base hit for Cole Papa. An infield single. And that is the third mark against Ruffing's fatigue. Timeout. All right, new pitcher for the Yankees will be Irving Darius Hadley. Bump Hadley. He's a grade C pitcher, no modifiers, out of Lynn, Massachusetts. He'll be a grade B pitcher pitching to Bankhead due to same-sidedness. 4-5 roll is a base on balls. So the Crawfords had first and second on the 2 singles. Now the bases are juiced for Pat Patterson. Infield will play back, hoping for a double play. Patterson rolls a 5-6. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Big strikeout for Bump Hadley, 1 down. Here's Josh Gibson. Can Hadley get Gibson to hit the ball on the ground? 1-1 roll. There's a drive It could be Grand Slam by Josh Gibson. And the Pittsburgh Crawford, with those 4 runs, now lead 7-0 over the Yankees. Josh Gibson touches them all. So he crosses home plate only after Page, Bell, Bankhead. That is Gibson's. I believe that's his 3rd home run, 2 home runs today. And Gibson had one yesterday. He is on a tear. Base is clear. And here is Curtis Harris, who rolls a 1-6. That's a ground out to shortstop. 2 down. And now Judy Johnson. Need a new dice roll. We've gone through 6 dice rolls. Here's the pitch to Judy Johnson. 4-6 is a ground out to 3rd. That's it for the Crawfords in the 8th, but they score 4 runs on 1, 2, 3 hits and a walk. 9th inning, 7-0. I believe the horse is out of the barn. All right, Merle Hogue will pitch hit for the pitcher in the top of the 9th inning. His roll is a 1-6. That's a ground ball hit to shortstop, picked up by Chest Williams. Throw to first. 1 out. Here is Frank Crosetti. 1-1 roll for Crosetti is a hit column roll, and 2-3 is a double for Frankie Crosetti. The Crows at second. Red Wolf rolls a 5-5. And let's see, that is going to be a single to right field. Yankees get their first run of the game. RBI single for Red Wolf. It is 7-1. And just now, Satchel Paige has hit his point of fatigue. Plus 3 bad things, so he goes down to a grade B pitcher. Timeout. Satch gives a look toward the dugout, says, "Don't you take me out." So they leave him in. He'll be a grade B XZZ pitcher for Joe DiMaggio. DiMaggio is a 5-2. That's going to be a ground ball to 3rd or X, and Page has the X modifier. So when his grade goes down to a B, he doesn't lose his modifications. Strikeout of the Yankee Clipper. And Joe D goes 0 for 4 today. 2 down. Here's Lou Gehrig. Rolls a 2-1. That's a base on balls. Or wait a minute. That's not going to be a walk. That's going to be ZZ. 2 balls and no strikes. We need another dice roll. 6-4 roll is a 37. And the runner is picked off first base. Red Wolf picked off first for the end of the game. Final score, Pittsburgh Crawford 7 and the Yankees 1. Yankees go 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. Pittsburgh 7 runs, 8 hits, and no errors. The Crawfords move to 2-0. And they will take on next in this King of Hill tournament the 1937 New York Giants. Hope you enjoyed this game. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and may God bless.